Most fighters think rhythm is about bouncing around or looking fast, but it's deeper than that. Rhythm is a pattern your opponent moves in. Their habits, their timing, their resets, and even when they breathe. Once you learn how to read somebody's rhythm, you stop reacting and start predicting. It becomes like watching a song play out in front of you. You know the beat before it even drops. Today, I'm breaking down exactly how to read an opponent's rhythm so you can control the fight instead of chasing it. So, first, understand this. Every fighter exposes their natural pace early. Look at how fast they step, or how long they plant, or even how they reset their guard. If they step in and out on the same beat, that's predictable. Now, read their feet and not their hands. They feet tell you when they about to commit. Bouncy fighters have an obvious rise and fall type beat. So, for example, like the karate style based or the taekwondo based, you notice how they have like a side step, like they more bladed in a way, and it's like they bounce it. You can tell, all right, they about to throw some kicks. But for the most part, sometimes they use that against you because they may know that you know what you looking at. So they'll switch it up on you. But still be mindful because if you're in a bladed stance, there's only so much that you can do. Unless they're just a super experienced fighter and they just about to pull some tricks out the bag. 9 times out of 10, if they're in a bladed stance, they about to throw some kicks or a jab. If they throw a two, you gonna see it from far away because they're bladed in their shoulder, whichever if they orthodox or southpaw, it's all the way on the other side of their body. So you'll probably be able to see that unless you fight an MVP. That dude is dangerous. So I wouldn't put nothing past him. But to my next point, count their timing in your head. And this is why. Every fighter has a pace, like a 1, 2, 3 attack. If they jab come every 3 seconds, slip on the third second. Or if they throw combos after every reset, watch the reset. Use feints to measure their reaction as well. Feints aren't just to make people bite. It's like a test too. Like a fake jab, do they parry instantly? Or a fake step in, do they back up on the same beat every time? Fake low, do they drop their hand? Love reactions like that is how you testing your opponent to see what they'll give you as well. And that also, once again, breaks their rhythm too. And I'm finna get into that because once you see the beat, you can attack on a half beat if that makes sense. Or throw up punches when they inhale, watching how they breathe, especially if they breathe out loud. You know, you can read little patterns like that and take advantage of it. Or you can enter in as they bounce and they weightless. So if they bouncing, they're going to be off the ground. A lot of times, that's how a lot of fighters actually fall. I believe, to me, when Carlos Prates dropped Leon Edwards, it looked like, oh, it was such a powerful shot. But Carlos Prates punched him at the right moment where Leon Edwards wasn't really balanced and he ain't really had that much weight. And he just like fell like a tree. Of course, Carlos Prates got some power to his punch, but I think it was way more than that because the way how Leon Edwards fell plus the punch, it was like a yeah, that it was like regardless of what he could have thrown, I feel like if Carlos would have connected with anything, Leon Edwards would have dropped off that, you know. But it was a knockout punch, so that made it even, made it even more effective. But looking for micro habits and tails. Everybody have like a subtle cue, like a shoulder twitch or a heel lift or like breath change. You get what I'm saying? Some blink every time they jab too. So I say watch how you throw your punches too. That's why you gotta try your best to keep your eyes open, because not only are you not gonna be able to see your target, but that's how you react to certain things, and people can pick up on that. So you gotta be careful. But another thing I want to talk about is using distance to expose their rhythm, and it's important too because if you stand too close, everything look fast. But if you step back, even a half step, they movement become more readable. So long distance equals watching mode, right? And close distance equals pushing mode. So understand that, rhythm is a huge part of fighting, and it's little things that you should be paying attention to. When you understand rhythm, fighting stop being, chaotic. It becomes predictable. And they habits get exposed. They timings get exposed. And suddenly you not reacting, you leading. Learn to study the feet, count the timing, and test with feints. And also break them on a half beat. That's how you control the pace and dominate the fight.